this past weekend, or not this past weekend, over Memorial Day weekend, I tore my Achilles tendon or ruptured. I think the technical term, the medical term is Achilles tendon rupture. That's a ATR. And basically what happened was I was playing basketball and I went up for the ball and I felt like somebody kicked me right in the back of my ankle, and turned out nobody kicked me and I had just fallen. And I looked at my ankle and I realized like that rubber band thing that's usually in the back of my ankle like wasn't no longer there. And I was like, oh crap, that's probably not good. So my friend, shout out to Tim Chai, he brought me out to the ER. And when I was at the ER, they did what you call a Thompson test. And I'll show you that a clip here. Basically, what it is like they have you lie down on your stomach and have your feet dangling, and then they'll squeeze your calf muscle. And usually, what happens if your tendon is connected is that if you squeeze the tendon or if you squeeze the calf muscle, your foot will move a little bit because your tendon is pulling your foot upwards, pulling your foot upwards. I think something like that. Yeah. So yeah, you'll see that in the clip.
If I see if I do it, his foot moves, right?
Right.
Now look at this one.
Oh boy.
And that following Tuesday, I did an ultrasound. The reason they did an ultrasound because they want to see what the tear looks like at different angles. So they'll have you move your foot at different planar flexion levels, something like that, just to see the tear at different levels. And just a fun fact: if you if cost is something that you are thinking about because of like insurance costs or whatnot, or maybe you don't have insurance, an ultrasound is about one third the cost of an MRI. MRI costs like between $2,500 to $300,000, while ultrasound costs like around $800, at least at the hospital that I was at. Had a follow up with my orthopedic doctor after he saw my ultrasound. He basically confirmed that there was a full tear and that the gap in between my tendons was about 1.3 centimeters long. And so, because the gap was over a centimeter, he recommended for me to have surgery. And that's going to be what I'm going to be doing, which is going to be this following Tuesday, June 6th, which is about like 10 days after my injury. The only drugs that they have me on right now is aspirin, and that's because with injuries like these, there's a chance of a blood clot happening, and so they give me aspirin just to thin out my blood. Here are some tips. I wanted you guys just like let you guys know like what I've learned this past week, and like maybe some tips on like how to go about handling this kind of injury. Number one would be the ER splint that they give you. If you go to the ER, probably isn't the best. First off, like make sure that the splint that they give you is pointed, has your foot pointed downwards at a 20-degree angle, and that is because you want to minimize the distance of your tear, and that can only happen if your foot is pointing downward, and it's actually a lot more comfortable when your foot is pointing downward. Oh yeah, another thing is the splint that they give you at the ER probably isn't like the most comfortable either because like, or at least for me, like there was like a hard piece of plastic in the splint, and that hard piece of plastic would like push up against my tendon, and especially at night like when I'm sleeping, like it just caused a lot of pain. So what I ended up doing was I just took out the hard piece of plastic and wrapped my leg up in the ace bandages and just waited for them to, they gave me a lot more comfortable splint when I went to the orthopedic doctor's office. So yeah, if it's causing you a lot of pain, like I'd probably recommend just like taking the splint off. Which I don't know, probably isn't the safest thing to do, but yeah. Stairs. Okay, so like this is the first time I've been on crutches, and so going up and down stairs is like a really stressful thing because there's like 14 steps in my house, and so from my mom's recommendation, she recommended this was like to just to go up and down the stairs using uh while sitting down. So basically just using my hands and my good foot, just like going up and down the stairs. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like to me, it like minimizes the risk of like re-injuring re-injuring my foot, and then also maybe the possibility of injuring other parts of my body. So that's another tip. Oh yeah, so there's this walker thing that you see. I always have it in my room, and I highly recommend having a walker because it's like really convenient from getting to like one end of the room to another if it's like a short distance, um, especially like in the house. So like yeah, I'd say it's like a lot easier than using crutches. So yeah, if you have the opportunity to get a walker, I'd definitely recommend it. Is the showering. So showering is like one of the most difficult things to do while only having one foot to stand on. So I actually found this tip from another video that I saw on YouTube, and basically what the guy has you do is just like have a shower chair in your shower, and basically like you back up into it, and yeah, you really minimize the chance of any kind of injury happening while showering. I'll show you that in this next clip here. Okay, so this is how you get into a shower. This is there's a shower chair in here. You just back up into it, and then you can either like take off your splint when you shower, or you could probably wrap a garbage bag around it. And all you gotta do is just whoop, go like that, and then you're in the shower. And then you can close it. You open it. Just make sure all of your like shampoo and soap and stuff is in front of you, so you don't have to reach back. And then I got this thing here, so I don't have to reach up there. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions about Achilles tendon ruptures, what it's like, any tips, any comments, questions, just like let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, wish me the best of luck for surgery on this next Tuesday. Yeah, see you guys later.